from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
For everyone who expected the highly touted Trevor Lawrence to champion the Jaguars to instant success last season, well, they got a little bit of a reality check. Despite the struggles, though, he still took on a major leadership role within the locker room and among the team. He also flashed some of his considerable potential on the field, particularly in a defiant Week 18 win over Indianapolis that knocked the Colts out of the playoffs.
Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win. And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective none.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Jaguars at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
On third down, Robinson. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly.
From the 35 on second down.
Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing again on second down.
Hurts.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we have, all right, folks, eager to get back to this week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He's got Smith here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A give running left. It's Sanders, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll go again with Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. But first down, Hurts. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the shotgun, Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, that
was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 27 yards there, a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On play action, Lawrence rolling to his right. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Miles Sanders, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
They absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better.